Hey guys, welcome to TCR. Good evening. Happy Friday, guys. I'm excited it's Friday. Let me tell you. It's been a week. I am so glad it's Friday. I'm always glad it's Friday. I'm particularly grateful that it's Friday this week because it has been a long week. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad now it's like, okay, that part's done. And we still have I'll tell you guys, it's just nuttiness. Let's see who we got in here. We got Doug, Pole Barn Productions, Robbins, Baths and DIYs. Second to the party. I love it. We got the Milkman here. Come on, homesteading, living it up in Arkansas, just living the dream out there. You guys looks like you're having a blast. I love it. Oh, yes. Luther, Michigan. I bet it's cold up there right now. Wow, Joe, right on. Hi, Jack from North Carolina. What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, so we're in the final push to finish a lot of this construction that we've been doing. And I'm glad because it's almost over. We're painting the new siding this weekend. Um, get a bunch of stuff out of the house. Um, got a lot of yard work done and kind of redoing some things around there, finishing up the painting. I did that this week, which was somewhat of a nightmare in Mike's office, but I got it done. So that was good. Um, it rained today, a decent amount in the morning. And I was texting, I'm just like, Christy from Paragon Ridge is texting me back. I was texting her a minute ago. Because I'm gonna go up to her store on Thursday and then follow her home and go check out her farm. So in Oklahoma next week for Shoot Dang Fest. So because Frankie and I are coming in on Wednesday. I'm gonna go see the Corvilles on Wednesday when we get in, and then Thursday, Frankie and I'll have a little bit of downtime to go, putz around Oklahoma a little bit, and then I'll head up to Chrissy's store and go check it out and check out Paragon Ridge Ranch, and I'm excited. And then of course Friday evening, people will be, showing up that are staying at the hotel for shoot day. I mean, they might be showing up Thursday too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then the big event on Saturday, and then we fly back early Sunday morning. I was gonna stay till Monday. I wanted to stay till Monday, but and I mentioned before, Frankie has camp that week for sixth grade camp, so she really didn't want to miss it, and I didn't want her to miss it. So it meant we had to change our plans and come back a day sooner. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm excited about it. But it's actually it's funny because the day before it was like 80 degrees. And then it was raining and cold today. It's chilly. It's warming up a little bit now. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. So, and then, I found these. Have y'all seen those pickle flavored chips? Hopefully she's not watching right now. I know she's busy. My girlfriend Jen loves pickles. We both love fried pickles, but she really she turned me onto them. Like she's the one that is like the pickle freak, right? So, she is busy getting ready for her older daughter's birthday party is tomorrow, at her place. So of course, I'm gonna go down there for that. And we were at the store today, and I see these Lay's dill pickle flavored potato chips, and I was like, how can I not immediately buy these for her? So I did. But so right there we go. I know. Come on, I can't wait. I'm excited. I was just touching base with Chrissy, and so I can go check out the store because I'm coming into town a little earlier for shooting. I don't know when are you all getting there? You and the rest of the gang from Mel and I always want to say the numbers wrong. 4136. I think that's it. Oh, right on. Levi's gonna join you. Flying in on Thursday. I love it. You're gonna get up there Friday. Cool beans, cool beans. Yeah, we'll definitely be there Friday. I figure a lot of people will probably be showing up Friday. So And I don't have anything like I tried to plan Thursday to see Chrissy at the store and like do her farm. And, I want to go poke around Oklahoma a little bit and see what's what. And oh, I did get it right. Okay. I don't know why in my head I always want to say, and I don't know why, because I've heard it said a million times, I've seen it a million times, but I always want to say 4236. And I don't know why. But and so then I always stop and go, wait a minute, what is it? I don't know why I always do that. But yeah, so the whole gang, Mel and the gang. That's cool. And then I know Tim's coming out and from Ridge Life. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun. Uh see everybody and like I'm just excited about like, I don't know, it's just gonna be a good time. Everybody's gonna have fun. Like I was thinking about because we were I forget, it was last week we were talking about snacks and stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll because our kitchens, there's like full kitchens in the rooms at the hotel. And I'm like, I could make like a spin dip or something and bring it out one night, like either Friday night, maybe Friday night, because there won't be as many people in theory. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make like a spin dip or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's what when I actually get to the hotel room. It might just be like a hot plate and a microwave, but I think it's like a full like thing. So I'll have to when I get to the hotel, I'm gonna check it out and then I'll hit the Walmart and see. So see what I can do. Joe says it's due for a good spring break. Yeah. Ooh, that would be fun. Come on, like a barbecue fire or like a bonfire fire. Oh, I see what you're saying. Do like your fire it up Fridays, like you do where you do the cookouts. That would be fun because I think they have. I think he said there's barbecue pits there, or not barbecue pits, but like barbecue thingamabobbers, community barbecue things that you can use out there. Grilling, yes, that's the word. Thank you. That's it. We could totally do that. I'm gonna be hitting up the Walmart. I'm gonna get some. I'll get some goodies to contribute for sure. Yep, right on. That's gonna be fun. We'll have a nice like family style dinner, with the whole gang. I'm down. I'm down. We'll see what's around down there and get it done. And I know Frankie really wants to go to which I might take her Thursday afternoon. There's this Italian restaurant where they do like I keep forgetting the name of it. Emma told me from Sunny's Place what it was the one time, and I wrote it down in my phone somewhere, but now I can't remember. I'll find it again. It's like Parmigiano something. I can't remember. Anyway, some Italian restaurant, and they do like tableside uh, Alfredo, and they bring out a giant wheel of cheese and do it off of there. You can cook on anything. I know that's true. You can like just a hot plate and a sock, and you're good to go. That's all you need. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I will definitely I'll throw something together to contribute some kind of maybe I'll do like a healthier side dish or something and maybe like a little like a dip or something. We'll see. We'll see what the pickings are like when I get there. But I'll get the lay of the land and I'll let you guys know since I'm getting in on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm super excited. Frankie's first flight. I was so glad that they lifted the muzzle mandate because it's her first flight and I want to be able to talk her through it and so you and Levi are gonna hit up the casino for breakfast. I didn't even know there was a casino out there. I'm way behind the times. And I don't know the area really. I mean, last time I spent all of I don't know, 5 minutes in Tulsa because I, picked up my rental car after I got out of the plane and drove to Pryor. So I saw like a lot of, Pryor and Claremore and what's that, Vergalis, that little like if you blink you miss it spot in between the two. Oh, it's right. Oh, that's right. I remember. See, this is the problem. Is like I booked it so long ago now that I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I do remember seeing that there was a casino. All right. Well, I'm gonna have the munchkin with me, so I think I'm gonna get her like breakfast stuff for the room, like some oatmeal or fruit or whatever she wants, and then that she can just make in there, and then we're not big breakfast eaters around here. I mean, I usually don't eat until dinner. So, but I will be drinking a little bit this weekend. I will, especially if we're just hanging out at the hotel and not going anywhere and I don't have to drive. I'll be like, yay, have a few adult beverages and have some fun. It'll be good times, good time. So, and I told Frankie I'm gonna have her have her own camera to use for certain things and get her kind of vantage point on stuff and have her, have a good time. So she's super excited to meet everybody. She's heard me tell stories and she's seen video, but she hasn't like, met anybody. So she's super excited to like physically like be able to see everybody. Oh, Roxanne's birthday party tonight. Nice. Nice. And your date's almost there. Well, have a fabulous evening. Have a great time. And I will see you next week. We'll be grilling it up. I love it. Have a safe flight. I hope Levi has a safe flight too. I'm excited, dude. Yeah, so really, really, just like I said, final push to kind of get some of these things done and just get this particular project sort of wrapped up. And just, like I feel like there's so much stuff that's just been kind of in flux and just getting everything sort of fixed and nailed down and adding some finishing touches that we hadn't done. I'm not sure what day because I kind of had to work ahead of schedule on some of my videos since I'm going to be gone next week. So I'm not sure when the order of some of the videos are going to land for you guys to see. But I did, well, you guys, I think you saw the deck staining already. So I redid the pool deck because it needed a new coat of stain. And then I did some painting, some touch-ups, the accent wall. I painted Mike's office. We did in the mud room, we redid the ceiling around the sunlight. So it's all shiplap with like exposed like red beams and it looks really cool. I think I was like really happy with how that turned out. That was sort of like a little last minute, like, how are we going to fix this? Like, oh, we'll do this. And it was like, and Mike found shiplap on sale and it was like cheaper than the regular lumber that we were going to do. And we're like, perfect, we'll do that. So it worked out. It looks great. So I think that's coming up in a video here soon. So I'm really happy. It's all kind of coming together. Everything's almost finished. Mike's got a few things out still that he's got to kind of straighten up. You know how like when you do some construction, there's just sort of like randomness, like extra pieces of drywall and weird tools that you had to use for certain tasks and things like that. So he's still got some of that stuff kind of out because there's just a couple more things left to do. Oh, and he was building a fence. He's still building the fence. It's like halfway done. It's almost done. And then we've got to like, put some of the tools back into the cargo container and into the shed and kind of, that sort of thing. So Robin wants to know what's the picture behind me? Is that a marathon? It's actually, they're on bicycles. It's actually a very, very, very old, very, very famous picture of the Tour de France. And in the picture, it's hard to see because they're far away. But here's these athletes, right? And they're lighting each other's cigarettes in the middle of the Tour de France, and that's what the picture is. And my dad was a huge cyclist. He did, long distance road biking, and he would watch the Tour de France every year, which I watched it sometimes with him. It was not my jam. I think the only spectator sport that I really like to watch is rodeo. And everything else is sort of like, I'd rather go do it myself. Like I rather go do or do something else. You know what I mean? So, but that's what it is. So I got him this picture one year for like, I don't know, his birthday, Christmas, Father's Day, you pick. I don't remember, but I know I gave it to him as a gift one time. And after he passed away, I got it back. And I just think it's a cool picture because it's so like it's just dirty and weird and so juxtaposed because it's just, they're chain smoking while they're, doing this long distance bike-a-thon essentially, so it's just, I don't know. I find it ironic and intriguing. So I just think it's cute. Oh, that's cool. Your cousin owns a mechanical bull they bring to bars. I rode one at a rodeo one year. That was fun. It was good times. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of, funny and ironic. And my dad was funny because he enjoyed the occasional cigar. That was like his thing. And and so it was just sort of funny. I just thought, it's cute. So definitely ironic. Yes, Joe, for sure. Yeah. So I'm sort of just, some finishing touches here. The kids, the goat kids out there are doing great. It's almost time to band the boy. And so Dan is almost gonna have his little bands on. I think I have to wait. I gotta double check. This week was a little crazy. So I think it's next week I need to do it. Like when I get back. So uh then so they're doing great. And the little girl, she's so cute. I didn't notice it like when she was first born, but like after a couple of days, she's got moon spots. She's mostly white, but then she's got some brown on her, lighter brown. Um, and then she's got like little white moon spots on her butt in this brown patch, and it's super cute. She's got well, they both have cute little markings, but she's definitely with those little moon spots on her butt. You just want to, she's so cute. So yeah, they're fun, and she's still being a good mom out there. She doesn't let him nurse as much, but she's still got milk. Um, but because what are they now? Like I figured it out the day before yesterday, and now I'm already like, I think it's 6 weeks now that they're at. No, 7 weeks. Yeah, so they're almost 8 weeks. So empty homestead. Yes, I know. I'm so excited. When are y'all getting up there, Mike and Terry? What night or what day are you coming up? Because I know the event is Saturday. A lot of people are getting there Friday. I'm going to be there Wednesday 'cause I'm an early bird. But I'm gonna go see the corgals and stuff on out there Friday. Okay, cool. Yeah, come on was just in here. David was just in here and he was saying that he wants to do a fired up Friday that night. And I was like, right on. I was like, I will contribute. I will make up some kind of side dish, salad or something. Because we have full kitchens in the rooms at least the one hotel. Um, and then he's like, yeah, I can grill anything. And they have like a little barbecue area out there. So we might just do family style dinner that night. That'd be fun, you know? So good times, good times. Right? I think that'd be fun. So I think we should totally try to do that on Friday. That way we can all just like hang out, chill, have a few drinks, eat some yummy food, family style. I think that's a great idea. So I'm like, I'm down. I am down. Super excited for it. So yeah, I can't wait. And then I told you, see, this is what happens when I'm out here by myself and I start reading comments, and then my brain, like, it's like a record that skips. I was like, I was just gonna say something, and then I forget, and then I struggle bus to like complete a sentence because that's how my brain works. Oh, I know what I get. Okay, so I was moving a bunch of stuff. You guys are not gonna believe this. This is the weirdest freaking thing. I mean, it was weird. So I'm moving a bunch of like old wood and some other like odds and ends around the property, and I was moving them over to a different side to the dumpster. And at one point I went to go pick up like this pile of wood, and there was like I would say toothpick, like picture a toothpick, but like super, super, super sharp. So like a giant splinter. Okay. It went into my finger, like right into the joint of it was my middle finger. I'm not trying to flip you guys off. Like right into the joint of my middle finger. And like it went in like a good half an inch, right? Now I had gloves on, but they weren't really thick and it went like all the way through into my finger. And so at first I didn't realize how far deep it was. So it was like, ouch. And I went to pull it out, right? No big deal. And it just keeps coming out. And I'm like, oh, so I was like, I slowed down because I was like, oh, I don't want it to break off in there. And I was like, okay, I got it all out, whatever, right? Don't My finger's a little bit like mad, but not like it wasn't a big deal, right? It was like no big deal. Fast forward to like 10 something last night. I wake up in excruciating pain. Okay. Like it woke me up. My hand felt like it was on fire. And I thought, oh my God. And now, mind you, I had been deep asleep, right? And I have pretty high pain tolerance, I think. So it woke me up and I was like disoriented by it. And so my first thought was I broke my finger, but then I was like, how did I break my finger? I was sleeping. For like a while I'm laying there trying to like feel my hand and like push on it and like rub my joint and like figure out what's going on. I couldn't bend my hand. Like I still can't close it tight like all the way, but it's definitely better. So, but I was like, I mean, just throbbing, like just shooting pain up my arm and couldn't move my hand. And I was like, what the heck is this? So I rubbed I have some CBD stuff that I rubbed on it and that helped for a little bit. But then once the tingle started to wear off, it was getting bad again. So I don't know, probably 45 minutes, an hour after like trying to prop it up on pillows and try to like figuring, okay, this is weird. This is like a weird anomaly. Like, I don't know what this is. I remember that's the finger I got stabbed in by this like giant toothpick. And it must have, the only thing I can figure is that I literally went like right into like the joint or something. Like it went in even farther than I thought it did or something like that. And like caused some kind of weird issue into my finger and just caught like crazy pain. So I get up and I go take some. Finally, I'm like, okay, I got to take drugs because this is bad. At this point, it's like 12:30 at night, and it's really hurting. I mean, it's getting worse, not better, and it's just ridiculous, right? And I'm like, what the heck? Like, this is stupid. So I go take a Flexerol and Motrin because that was like the only thing I had in the house that was moderately appropriate, and it finally calmed it down, and I was able to sleep. And I woke up in the morning, I was like, okay, it still hurts. It's tender, but it's not killing me. And I was able to like function, like I can close my hands now. But I don't know, you can see it still kind of sticking out, like it doesn't want to bend all the way. Super weird. Like it was bizarre. Sorry, not to make you cringe, Joe, but it was weird. It was like, like, and it was hours later. Like we're talking like it would have been like 6 hours later that I woke up with my finger throbbing like this and going all the way into my hand to the point where like even touching my hand like this because I was trying to rub it to see like where like did I break something? Like what did I do in my sleep? Like I couldn't figure it out and it was just ridiculous. I was like this is the silliest thing ever. Weird. And I told Mike in the morning I was like I almost came and woke you up to take me to urgent care because I thought, "Oh my god, I what is going on with my limb here?" Like my whole hand was hurting, but specifically, it was like this whole, like all the way down into here. It was weird. It was weird, and then it was fine. I mean, it's still like a little bit weird, but this I can live with. Like, it hurts right now, but it's not like crippling pain that like I was literally having to like physically bend my finger with my other hand to like check its mobility to see if it was broken or something. Because at this point, I was just like, what? But anyway, that was my weird. So I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So that was not exciting. Right on. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with some of these comments here. Gunga, no, I'm up to date on my tetanus shots. I always make sure and do that. I think when you kind of have like a farm situation like this where you're outside a lot, you got to make sure you're up to date on that because You never know. I've stepped on I don't know how many nails out here, rusty nails that I always make sure I'm up to date on that. But yeah, no, I mean, it was literally wood. I double checked it when I pulled it out. I was like, nope, it's wood. Like it wasn't metal. So it was just a weird little wood chip. And I think it just literally went in far enough to like get into my joint. But like the area is not infected. It was just weird. It was weird. I don't know, man. So bizarre. I do not recommend stabbing one's self. It was not fun. I'm just saying. Hi, Tim. Hello, hello. Yeah, no, definitely keeping an eye on it. Like I was even last night, I was like trying to like squeeze it to see if there was any infection and like touching it to see if that finger was warmer than the others. But yeah, it was just bizarre. It was just weird. It was just weird. I don't know. But yeah, lots like I've still got to like make my list for Mike of like how to take care of the animals when I'm gone and who gets fed what and when. And so I need to do that. And then I need to try to catch up on my sleep a little bit because we have to leave the house to get to where the Uber is picking us up. We have to leave here at like 3:30 in the morning. So so we have to get it early, like in the middle of the night. I mean, I'm used to getting up at like, 4 o'clock or whatever, and like have my coffee, do my workout, whatever. So it's like it's not so like I have to be out the door at 3:30, bags packed in the car, like kid in tow. Frankie already told me, she's like, you better have a coffee ready for me. I won't make it. I was like, okay. But she's excited because it's our first girls trip. That's why I told her, I was like, you realize this is our first like official girls only trip, just us, no daddy. She's like, oh my gosh, you're right. So I think she's excited. I think she's gonna have fun. So she's been working hard to get all her, schoolwork done so she could go and all her chores done so that, everything's peachy keen while we're gone. Hopefully, hopefully daddy doesn't, Mike doesn't burn the place down. I keep saying daddy, like ugh. But because when I'm talking to her, but but yeah, so hopefully Mike will be able to handle everything. I'm gonna leave him a very detailed list of what needs to happen, how he needs to do stuff, and hopefully everything will be all right when I get back. But we'll see. We'll see. It's just one of those things, Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out too. I'm like, I keep checking the weather to see what it's going to be, so I, know if I need to bring like my big rain jacket or if I can get away with like just like a light sweater and a jean jacket. We'll see. I'm gonna have to keep checking it because I know it's like it's sunny 1 minute and then it's sprinkling, or it's sunny 1 minute and then it's raining. So it's like I want to make sure I'm nice and geared up and ready for the trip. Like I don't freeze to death or I don't want to be too hot either because I do get warm kind of easily too. So gotta make sure all my ducks are in a row for that. But yeah, I can't wait, man. And we did so much stuff around here these last few weeks. Um, I mean, I can't wait to show you guys like the final like walkthrough of everything we did and like how everything is like just finished finally in the house until the next project. But at least all the projects that we had going will be done. Like there's always something, right? Like, oh, you want to redo your kitchen, or oh, you want to redo this again, or something breaks and now you got to fix it or whatever. There's always something. But I mean, of the current projects that we have on the docket, they are all like some are completely done and some are like literally just like 20 minutes in this room and it's done. 20 minutes in that room and it's done. Like they're so close. So close. Ooh, fishing. I love it. Fishing. You guys are making me jealous that you're talking about going fishing now. I haven't gone fishing in a minute, not since we went to Big Bear. Good grief. I know. Wait, what? Sorry, sometimes my screen has a mind of its own here, guys. I'm trying to check the comments. There we go. Sometimes it makes it funky. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, and I don't know if I'm not sure if Mike's going to make it home in time tonight. It may just be me. Oh, no worries, no worries. I was just, it's cool. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Doesn't bother me at all. I do it when I'm in other people's lives too. You start talking to somebody or saying hi to somebody, and it happens. Oh yeah, I know that. I know what steelhead are. Yep, yep. I know all about my different rainbows. Yep, I do. Those are and that's in. Where are you guys? Because those are usually like, I mean, they're basically like just salmon, so like way north. That's okay. I was gonna say Michigan is the only place I could think that would be cold enough with the right waters. Yeah, right on. Yeah, Mike's always wanted to go on one of those like Alaskan cruises where you cruise and you do the guided tours in Alaska, and then you do like some fishing and some hunting and all that good stuff. But I don't know if we'll ever actually do that. I think he always talks about like, oh, we'll go on a cruise someday. It's been 20 years. I don't think we're gonna go on a cruise. I think that he thinks he wants to go on a cruise, like in his mind. I think he's like, oh yeah, I could go on a cruise. But then I think that, you know, after so many years in the Navy on a big gray boat, I think he's doesn't have a big desire to get back on a big boat. This is just my theory. He's never said one way or the other. I'm just thinking. Oh, Keith, that's a great question. How can you stop a hen from sitting and get her back to laying? So, number one, of course, pull their eggs every day. Like, don't let them sit. Like, try to go out there a couple times a day, pull them as soon as they lay. The next trick is don't let them sit and sleep in their nesting box. So, what I do when I don't want my girls to sleep in the nesting boxes to sit on eggs, I will, when they go up at night, I have like just a board that runs across it that I had little slats that go down and basically board them out of it and then just take it down in the morning when I get them up. So really only will take like a couple of days usually um, to get a broody girl to simmer down and go back to normal. Um, but there's also other reasons too why sometimes so their cycle might kind of get messed up with their eggs too. If they were sitting for like I don't know how long she's been sitting. So it's not if you catch it early, it's easier to break it than if it's like, oh, she's been doing it for 2 weeks already, and now I've decided I don't want her to be broody. She's already like in the countdown. You know what I mean? So at that point, if you're that far into it, your best bet is to just wait another week, let her hatch them out, and live her best life. But if I mean, maybe her eggs aren't even fertile. I don't know if you've got roos around or not, but you know, um, they can be tricky to break. Some breeds are easier than others. Silkies are really hard to break. They will go broody. You look at them funny and they'll go broody. But some breeds, like my barred rocks, they were always really responsive to just kicking them out of the nest and locking them out. Um, but those are two techniques that you could do. The other technique you can do is if you're wanting to add to your flock, if you get some, couple day old chicks and sort of sneak them under her at night, and then she'll think she hatched them out, and then she'll futz with them for a couple days, and then she's over it. You know what I mean? You can pull the chicks, and then she thinks, oh, the jig is up. You know, so there's that too. Sometimes people will do that if it's like really, a really hardcore broody girl. But that would be my tips to do. Try locking them out of the nesting boxes at night. Don't let them in them at night. Pull the eggs several times a day. Make them get up. when you do, like really get them off the nest, like be aggressive about it, tell them what's what, and they'll take a hint usually. She's OS a game? Huh? I don't know. Oh, that works too, Tim. Yeah, you could always put her separate. But I mean, there's more factors too. It's like how many birds you have, what's your setup. Like there's different. I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where I always like to know the whole picture because I can usually say, oh, this would be a better scenario or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely. I would try some of those things and see if that works. Hi, Real Talk, Mimsy. What's going on? Raise thousands of birds, peacocks, pheasants, chickens, quail, doves, etc. Joe says that's good advice. Right on. I love it. I love it. Yeah. So it's, sometimes I like my girls to go broody. Like it's easier sometimes to, like my Muscovies, although right now I didn't want her to sit. So here's the problem. My one girl decided to lay in this back corner under their run that they know that I can't reach. Like I physically cannot reach it. And of course, that's where she laid her clutch. And of course, some of the chickens saw that she had laid a clutch, so they joined in and laid a couple eggs in that spot. And so now, of course, she's sitting on it, and I can't get her off of it because she's in this weird area that I can't get to. And so I'm like, well, I guess we're gonna have ducks and chicklings, ducklings and chicks, not chitlins, ducklings and chicks, uh, eventually, which I did not want this season because we were doing so much and trying to kind of redo some pens and redo some things. And I was like, I'm not going to deal with babies right now. I would just rather have the eggs. But she was selfish and kept the eggs to herself. So, you know, that's true too, Tim. Yeah, if they're real bad, real broody, or it's the same, like, yeah, sometimes if you get a girl who's super, super broody and will not break, she's basically at that point freeloading. She won't be laying, like she'll stop, and she's just getting free room and board at that point. And you have to decide, okay, do I want to use her to hatch chicks out? I've also had chickens go broody that ended up being terrible mothers. Like abandoned them like on day 20 and like let the chick like half died, fend for themselves, whatever. She just gave up. I was like, what? Really? Like I tried to break you being broody for so long, and then I finally was like, fine, hatch these out, and then you sucked at it. My favorite are the ones that get like short-term memory. So I had one chicken, this was a few years ago. She was decided she was going to sit on a clutch that was in this nesting box. She would get up to go take a break. She would come back, another chicken would have laid an egg in the nesting box over here. She would get like dementia and go sit on that egg. And I was like, really? So I'd have to put her back on her nest like every time she got up, and she was terrible. I was like, you're not allowed to have babies anymore. You're just not. Like you make great eggs, but you're not allowed to have babies anymore because you're an irresponsible parent and terrible caregiver. So I had to call CPS, Chicken Protective Services, on that winch and get her hauled away. No, I'm just kidding. It's not even a thing. It should be though, because some of those chickens, dang. But I think sometimes it's just, let them hatch them out and they'll be great moms. I had a Silky that was a fantastic mother. I let her hatch out a lot of my poultry. She hatched out a bunch of my turkeys. She hatched out a bunch of like a lot of my stuff and a lot of my other chickens, and she was great. But she died she was getting old. She was probably, I think it was last year and a half or so ago, she passed away. But I've got another Silky now, Obi, who has started to get broody a couple times, but she's not in with a rooster at all. She's just in with my peafowl and my one turkey that I have right now. And so she just likes to sit and puff up on the eggs. I mean, Silkies are so funny because they'll make themselves so big. Tips for egg eaters. So again, pull the eggs quickly. You already put the golf balls, sloped boxes, etc. Diet. Yeah, I mean, there's some that you just can't break. It sounds like you did all of the steps. You tried the fake eggs. You were pulling the eggs right away. You know, honestly, they're soup because once they get a taste for it, um, sometimes yes, sometimes it's a diet deficiency, but you said you addressed that. Sometimes they don't have enough calcium, so they go after their own eggs or a neighbor's eggs. Um, so I've found if I whatever eggs we use, if I squish up the shells and give them back to them, that they don't eat their eggs. Um, and I did have one egg eater once, and that broke them of it. If you know exactly who it is, sometimes it's hard to tell who the culprit is, or sometimes, as is the case out here a lot, um, crows love to go in the coop and eat chicken eggs. So you have to sometimes put like netting over the top because they won't fly into like the confined area of like the door. So if you keep it like covered in netting, they won't go through the door if the door is open. But they'll fly if it's just an open coop, they'll go into the coop and get eggs and they'll peck them just like a chicken would, and it'll look like the chickens are eating your eggs, but it's actually that. Possums will go in and do the same thing at night. So I had a possum go in, left my chickens alone, left my barn cat alone, useless barn cat. He was a good barn cat, but he was also useless. He thought that the possum was another cat. I don't know. But this particular possum only went after the eggs. So it was like, didn't eat any of the chickens, which was good, but still, it was weird. It was like a broken possum. But yeah, I mean, honestly, there's not much you can do to break them of that other than to just crock pot. And once they get to that point where you've tried all those steps, yeah, there's some that, chickens can be stubborn. They're smart in weird ways, and they're also extremely dumb sometimes. And so they don't it's this weird like dichotomy of you get some chickens that you think are really, really intelligent and smart, like almost like a good pet, and others that are just like, "Duh, duh, duh." And it's like a crapshoot sometimes. And sometimes you can do everything right as a chicken parent, as a chicken owner, to discourage negative behavior, reinforce the positive behavior, and you're going to get a chicken that just doesn't do what it's supposed to and messes with your world. So, sounds like that's what happened. But yeah, exactly, Joe. Yeah, feeding them their own eggshells. It does help. I found when I've had egg eaters in the past, I just upped our egg intake for a couple days and like gave them their eggs back, which is different than like giving them like their oyster shell calcium. Don't know truly the science behind why it's so much different, or at least why I've noticed a difference with my birds when I do that versus doing oyster shell with them when you've got an egg eater. Um, there's something more appealing. I imagine it has something to do with like, there's still a little bit of the egg on the inside and then the film versus just the oyster shell. So I don't know. There's something about it that's more appealing. Right, you wanna make sure you crush them up really well. Some people will go to extremes of, like, completely turning them into a powder, like, drying them out in the oven and, like, putting them in a coffee grinder and doing it. I've never done that. I've always just, like, I'll break my eggs, and then I'll put all my shells in a bowl. I'll add some water to the bowl, and I will just crunch them up with the water by hand and any yolks, because sometimes I don't need as many yolks or whatever, and I'll just mix it all together and give that to them, so that it doesn't look like their butt nugget. And yeah, because you don't want to encourage them to obviously to get worse at eating their eggs. Yeah, it sounds like you did, Andrew. I mean, there's those tried and true methods. I wish I had some other magic wisdom to impart on you when it comes to that, but really it sounds like you went through all the steps and did all the things. So, I mean, other than putting her in solitary confinement and just really trying to break her of it, even then, she's likely going to go back to this bad behavior because now she knows and she likes it. It's kind of one of those things where it's like they're almost like, little drug addicts at that point. They've had their eggs and then they like them and then they just want more and more. And so then they're going to go back and eat more and more. And there's no like, 12-step program for egg eaters that you can, give her 1 month chip. It's just not going to happen. So there's. But yeah, you did well. You did everything you could do. So I hope her soup was good. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, it is the end of our Friday Night Live. I'm so glad that you guys came and hang out with me tonight. I appreciate y'all. Next week's going to be a really fun Friday Night Live because I will be at Shoot Dang Fest, apparently doing probably a grill out, it sounds like. So that's going to be fun. I'm excited about that with all the rest of the homesteading type YouTubers and farmer, rancher, etc., etc. So I'm excited about seeing everybody. You have leghorns and they are egg laying machines. I love it. Yes, they are. So yeah, so make sure you guys tune in next week. I know, like, save the best for last. I do have a fairly big announcement. I would say it's a giant announcement coming soon, which I can't wait to share with you guys. But that will be coming in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out because it's going to be exciting and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. But there we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope everybody has a really, really fabulous weekend. Don't forget, we post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And I'll see you guys all next week from Oklahoma.